Hi, it's Maggie Wild, the Potentialist, and we're about to connect in a few days' time on the Crush Your Cravings webinar. And we're going to be really looking at the influences that our brain has on our reactions to food, on our reactions to undereating and overeating and all of those things. But I just wanted to briefly talk about today because it's kind of in line with what we're going to go into in the webinar and try and get you to really start thinking about what's going on for you. We're really going to be honing in on all about you. What is it that you really want if you did change these patterns and behaviors around eating that have been unhelpful to you? Excess, not enough, starvation, diets, all of those kinds of things, and the yo-yoing weight or things like that that happen because of it as a result. If you were to grab hold of all of that and overcome it, and you're on the other side, say in a year's time, you look back and you go, oh my God, I can't believe I used to do that. What would that feel like? What would it do? What would it change in your life? And, I want you to start really thinking about that and bring those kind of concepts to the webinar, because we're going to go through a whole question series about trying to get to the root for you of why your brain has been triggered that way, what the emotional kind of triggers have been, and how to interrupt them and how to change them. Of course, going through my brain training system in order to do that, so that you can learn how and that it's possible. Because sometimes it is about the hope, yeah? It is about, if you've had lots of failures and lots of highs and lows in the past with yo-yoing weight or yo-yoing habits, then sometimes it's about really finally breaking through and getting a sense that it's possible, rather than that kind of nagging belief every time you start a new diet or you make another promise to yourself, of that nagging belief of, will it really work this time? Then maybe it's about having that understanding and that hope that perhaps it could. Perhaps you just haven't been doing it the way in which your brain needed in order for the change to be permanent. And I'm all about long-term change. I'm not about short-term fads or diets or all that kind of crap. What I did too much of that in my teens, 20s and 30s, I can tell you. And the whole reason for this webinar is really coming to terms with the fact that it is possible to not only change the habits, but to get long-term results and not yo-yo back and not, gain weight and lose weight and gain weight and lose weight forever. That actually, no matter what the belief system, no matter how many people in your family have been overweight and how much you've led to believe that that's going to be you too, no matter what is going on in here, that we can actually learn how to take control of all of it. And that's the purpose of the webinar. So I can't wait to see you. Bring a notepad and pen. Bring your concepts around what might be triggering you and what your deeper reasons are for wanting change, because this is your chance to really break through and to see with absolute certainty that change really is possible permanently. Big hugs to you. I am Maggie Wild. I am the Potentialist, and I can't wait to see you on the webinar.